Jackie Vukalika Ingairu, then living in the historical city of Mombasa, was a happy woman, taking life in her stride. No one and nothing was going to block her sun.
My name is Jackie Vukalika Ingairu. I'm old. I'm old. Let's just say I hit the big 40. Well, so I guess my life has just started.
Friends were attracted to Jackie like moths are attracted to the light.
She's just somebody that you just want to hang around with, be with, laugh.
I'll never forget the good times. Oscar is on the jet ski.
Jackie, I've gotten to know, is such a dynamic person.
We got to know each other from social media.
She had a pair of specs to match each and every outfit that she was that she was wearing. I said, "Hey, madam, see, how many you have? One in every color, the same prescription, but one in every color." I said, "Hey, when I grow up, you know."
But as fate would have it, life was not going to be all sea, sun, fun, and laughter for Jackie and her friends. My name is Vukalika, and this is Cancer Diaries.
I started falling ill, I'd say in 2016, whereby I realized I was getting tired just after a small task at home. I thought it was actually an ulcer that was making me kind of get weak.
Jackie did not think much about her constant fatigue and lack of appetite. After all, this sounded like a good case of ulcers, which she knew how to deal with, self-medication. Or so she thought.
So I went to self-medication, which we always do. So you equip yourself with antacids. They were working for me like for just a span of some time. I mean, like maybe an hour I'll be okay, and then after that the pain just comes and it gets worse and worse.
Unknown to Jackie, her world as she knew it was slowly taking a different form and shape. And her own body was talking to her, sending out danger signals.
I was tired, you know, like I just thought that I would rather just rest, have an early night. I thought I was dreaming when I heard someone shout my name. I got up and I found my best friend there, and she said, "Get up! I've been trying to call you. You're not picking up your phone." That was like now the I'd say the peak for now me being like being taken ill seriously.
This was Jackie's wake-up call. She was seriously ill and needed urgent medical attention. She moved from Mombasa to Nairobi and was admitted at one of the hospitals here in the city.
We got to Nairobi and we went straight into hospital, which was an admission. And yeah, so there are numerous tests.
At that particular time, it was so scanty. No one exactly knew what was going on.
She'd posted something on a wall that she wasn't very well. So I sort of reached out, and I thought it was just a normal sickness.
And she kept on having tests after tests after tests.
They said I had H. pylori, and I was put on treatment for H. pylori.
It was guesswork. It was, oh, this could be some infection. So now the name H. pylori came up. We'd never heard of it before, but we looked it up and we found out, oh, this is actually something that is, maybe even if we haven't heard about it so much, is perfectly treatable.
H. pylori is a spiral-shaped bacteria that grows in the digestive tract. The bacteria attack the lining of the stomach, which usually protects you from the acid your body uses to digest food. The acid then gets through the damaged stomach lining, leading to ulcers in the stomach and small intestine. For some, an infection can lead to stomach cancer.
So she was in and out of hospital within a few days, and we were relieved.
Treatment for Jackie was a long way away. This was the beginning of a long, hard and rough journey.
I got another emergency again of pain. Yeah, excruciating pain.
A few days later, she's called us, she's back in hospital.
So again, subjected to more tests and more tests.
So what are the doctors saying? What are they telling you? You know, what tests are they doing?
Jackie was not responding to treatment. Jackie's health was fading. Was there something the doctors were missing in their diagnosis?
She was in and out of hospital from then on. The treatments were not working. We were really alarmed at how fast her body deteriorated. And there was no solid information from any of the hospitals that she had gone around to, from any of the doctors who had seen her.
And I came home, but now I was even like more frail than I was because I wasn't eating, yeah, as expected.
Jackie's health was deteriorating fast. Her new routine was pain, admission, tests, and discharge. More pain, another admission. At this point, depression and isolation slowly crept in.
It was hardly 1.5 weeks, I was taken ill again. So now I went in for more tests. So they suggested that I do an endoscopy, which was quite a costly test. We couldn't afford it because now this was actually affecting our finances. One, I'd run out of insurance, so we were paying cash. With 2 hospitalizations, we were already like hitting 1 million. We have borrowed and borrowed and borrowed until we can't borrow anymore. You're even scared of calling someone. Probably you just want to say hello and tell them how you're doing, but to them, they think you just want to borrow from them. So they end up not picking up your call.
Having spent close to 1 million Kenya shillings on tests, she did not have the 140,000 needed for an endoscopy test. A test that will put to rest what the doctors now suspected to be cancer.
I got discharged. I was taken to a cheaper place and the results were sent to Lancet.
Then finally now the topic of cancer came up. That was the first time we were properly now alarmed.
And well, that began the journey of seeking specialized treatment.
The sad part, no one prepared Jackie for this devastating news.
Somebody just coming to your hospital bed and telling you, bam, you know? You're alone on that bed. Not even, Dave wasn't even there. Jerry wasn't even there. It was just me, so I didn't even have the energy like to continue like sitting up. I just felt like, okay, the world is just crashing like right in front of my eyes. It's actually not crashing, but it has just crashed. I I just don't want to remember how the news were broken down to me.
Some of the best medical institutions in Kenya, surely you would think that the doctors would be more forthright, more thorough with the information, particularly to the patient.
Quite honestly, when I saw her, I was really scared for her. She wasn't getting the right care that she needed. And Jackie even told me there was a time that she fell from her bed and she was left there until somebody else came and picked her up because she was so weak.
Stomach cancer, also called gastric cancer, tends to develop slowly over many years. It is characterized by a growth of cancerous cells within the inner lining of the stomach and usually goes undiagnosed until after it spreads to other parts of the body.
So all along, I just never knew that I could be having anything that's life-threatening because we don't have such a history in our family.
This is cancer, you see, and being in Kenya, cancer is, I would say, it's something that it's not been given the much attention that should be given, and you realize that most people suffering from cancer really have, they have such a, should I say a battle? They have like a battle really, because you realize that they're mainly on their own.
Jackie's world slowly came to a stop. The stars dimmed and she was left alone in the darkness.
I'm O negative, you know, my blood group, and it's a very rare blood group. I had to get donations of blood, but I thank everybody who willingly donated the blood.
Jackie just sent me a message on WhatsApp, and I called her immediately and asked her what is going on, and she says, Jackie, I need blood. So we asked for her blood type, and the response was overwhelming.
Jackie's life had taken a complete turn. This was a dark, unfamiliar road with unfamiliar road signs. She was scared. Was this the end? The end of all her dreams?